Hello, my name is Chance.
I'm Mac. Welcome to the Fiction Friends podcast.
The Fiction Friends podcast. And what type of podcast is that,
We're
Mac?
a podcast where we read pieces of short fiction. Usually, recently, it's been ones that we've written. But sometimes I think it'll be ones that we find from the public domain or other wacky places. But today and in general lately, we've been doing ones that we've written down. Today we've got a couple of stories. I'd like to welcome you today because we're meeting up in a very particular place today.
Yes. So you were telling me about this place for the last
Yes.
couple weeks.
The Black Cat Cauldron.
It's
Isn't
amazing.
it dank in here?
It is. I was trying to be polite about it, but it is musky.
Yeah, well, it's in a swamp. We're in the marshes of Ream right now. It's
Yep.
where the bar is, and you know what they say about the cum puddle. It smells really bad here.
It does. Thankfully I already had my mask from the recent viruses, and also.
But this black drink here that stains your teeth black, it's got activated charcoal in it, which I think is good for you. I think the bartender wizard said that it cures coronavirus, but I think that's
It's
a lie.
very thick. It's kind of like paste.
Yeah, it's probably like, you know, they mix swamp dirt in it and ash.
That's where all the charcoal is.
Yeah, there's good stuff in it. It's very good for you. So yeah, I mean, I don't frequent this place, but there's a lot of kind of shady people here that have good stories. Since I'm a story wizard,
Yep.
it's just a good place to find stuff. I mean, I'm sure you go to all kinds of shady little bars. How's your week been? It's been a while.
Oh my
So,
god,
but-
man, it has been a heck of a week.
Yeah.
I got lost on my way to Ream, so that was like a good 3 days gone.
Yeah.
But outside of that, had to break out of quarantine.
Oh, yeah. How's that been going for you? Have you been like self-quarantining, or have you been let to roam free in this post-apocalyptic wasteland of a world?
A little of both. I've been trying to stay in as much as possible, but obviously the call for raiding and being in the wasteland, so you gotta meet it.
You've got to do what you got to do. I mean, America's been doing a lot of winning, most cases, but we're actually in a different plane right now. But the plague crossed over because, of course, people go on extra dimensional planeswalks even when they're sick, even though you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to travel when you're sick. Traveling between dimensions when you're sick, it's just silly. It's just silly. But yeah, you got lost here. That's pretty unfortunate. But it's a long planeswalk.
Yeah, it was super long. Met up with a couple of goblins. They mugged me.
They'll do that, yeah.
So all I had was this deck of cards, and then when I tried to show one of the bartenders here a card trick, they took my cards.
Yeah, they do call this the Detroit of fantasy worlds here. You'll get mugged.
That's exactly what the one guy said. He's like, "I'm from Detroit," and I was like, "This isn't Detroit," and he's like, "I represent."
And then he mugged you.
You did.
Yeah.
That was the bartender. He's the one who took my
Yeah.
cards.
The bartender wizards, you know how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the cut of his jib though.
Yeah, he's got a lot of jib.
So much jib.
Yeah, he's got giblets as well. They serve him in the kitchen. I don't know what they come from, but he makes them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I trust his cooking expertise.
Probably frogs. There are frogs here in the cum puddle. Cum frogs. Jizz frogs, you know.
Yeah. Oh, is that what those things were? I thought it was just like I was stepping on bubbles because they were just like.
You might have just been stepping on some big swimmers, you know.
Oof,
nothing
yeah.
like a strong swimmer.
Is it just
Yeah.
very large tadpoles?
Yeah, it might be. So, do you want me to tell a story to you here? I mean, we're at the bar. I mean, I'm a story wizard.
I mean, I've got my drink.
Yeah.
I've got my friend. I think I'm super ready to hear his story.
Yeah, I hope all the listeners are strapped in. I didn't actually come with a story today, though, so I'm gonna have to find one. But I mean, these bars are perfect for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does this tavern seem haunted?
This tavern right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I kind of feel it. I feel like the ghosts of the babies
Yeah.
haunt this place.
You know, maybe it's just the name putting me off. Or perhaps it's the portraits on the walls with the eyes removed for easy peeping.
See, I thought it was like some weird group thing.
You know, actually, I think it's that guy in the corner there that's giving me these haunted vibes.
Ain't it?
I bet he's got a story to tell. Hey, that guy. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one over there in the corner of the poorly lit room with his hood up.
He looks super not pleased to hear from us.
Yeah, you look like a man who wants nothing more than to be left alone. So I'm gonna bother you. You see, I'm a story wizard. I'm here with my partner, and...
Hi.
No, not that kind of partner. Really, we gotta do this joke? What are we, a Netflix original comedy?
Ooh.
Never mind, it's a joke for Planeswalkers. You wouldn't get it. And anyway, I was hoping you could tell us why you look so dang hainted. And maybe, if I use my magic to make a story out of it, you'll feel a little better? So what do you say, tall, dark, and edgy? We got a deal? Bar wizard, get this man a rocks glass. Full of rocks. On the rocks, please.
Oh my god.
Yeah, excellent. Hey, do I know you from somewhere? You'd be the one who knows. Name's Stonesy. Just a rock man trying to make it in this rock-forsaken world.
Holy, the Stonesy?
Yeah.
I've heard so much about you, sir.
You're about to hear more.
Oh my god.
Ah, yeah, this story. I'm gonna call it The King in Black.
Nice.
The light of 69 full moons shone through the entrance to Stonesy. You like this? This is a strong start, isn't it? The light of 69 full moons shone through the entrance to Stonesy's bachelor cave. From within can be heard the sound of two rocks just macking out. Then... You're welcome. Then, for a moment, silence. So, like, should I call a cab, or... Yeah, definitely do that. Okay, mind if I smoke? Yeah, don't smoke in my cave. Okay. So, see you next week? Yeah, you bet. Stonesy is savage! Oh my god.
Damn!
I mean, we've all been there, man.
Yep.
Sometimes you have a lady over and she's like, oh, I wish I could stay the night, or whatever. I mean, like, I've been that guy, you know, it's it. Bye.
See ya.
A triple wide, extra thick. Extra with 3 X's and thick with 3 C's.
As they do.
BBBWWW.
Oh shit!
Big Boulder Babe with womanly worries.
What?
Exits the cave with a lit cigarette in her mouth. She takes a drag and thinks to herself, is it really worth it? But the truth is, no one can ever know. Anyways, back in the cave, we see our main boy Stonesy. He's laying on a pimp AF lava bed, which is like a water bed, but it looks like a lava lamp. That's cool as fuck.
That's super fucking cool.
He's wearing an open bathrobe.
You can't sleep on that. Like that
He's a stone man.
I know, but I'm talking like that's just so much like extra sensory stuff going into.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. He's hard. Yeah. He's hard as fuck. He's literally hard as fuck.
Dude, yeah, that's a fucking strong bed.
He's hard as rock.
That's dope, Stonesy.
He's wearing an open bathrobe, and he's blazing the biggest blunt you ever did see.
Oh, yeah.
This blunt was like if a servant was told everything in Shaq's life had to be proportioned to him, and then was told to roll a huge fucking blunt for him. Stonesy smokes down 3 inches of the blunt with one breath. Shit. I was smoking my fucking cave.
Stonesy, you're ice fucking cold.
He's made out of fucking steel, dude. Well, he's made out of rocks, but damn, like what a man.
Skin of rock.
He picks up
steel.
Yeah. Dear Rock. He picks up a diary rock and begins to inscribe. Dear Rock, ever since I became an awesome as fuck adventurer / rock for hire, I have been treating the women in my life poorly. Maybe I should reevaluate my life choices. He then got up, somehow dribbled the rock, then slam dunked it into the trash.
That's tight.
Fuck that noise. I'm awesome as fuck adventurer / rock for hire. Now I'm gonna go commit murder for pay, cause now I'm a cool guy who does that. he says as he pulls on his adventuring/murder gear. A balaclava, which did not do a very good job of hiding the giant rock man's identity. And a murder rock. You could tell it was a murder rock because of the clots of hair, bone, and dried brain onto its jagged surface. Wow, Stonesy really took a dark turn here. Hard to believe this is the same rock man who was scarred by seeing a vampire's balls explode.
I'm still scarred by that.
But I guess seeing that can really fuck a guy up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as he makes his way down the moonlit path from his cave to the main road, he pulls a bounty from his rocky prison wallet. Across the top of it, reads, King Arachnus Assclapper.
I'm sorry, did he just pull something out of his rock butthole?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He has a clench. He doesn't wear clothes.
Yeah, I just figured I needed to clarify.
Well, he was wearing a bathrobe before, but I assume he took that off when he put on his balaclava.
Also, he could just reach right through the bathrobe. I feel like material doesn't stop his hands.
No, he is made out of rocks. Yes, so he pulls a bounty from his rocky prison wallet. Across the top, it reads, King Arachnus Assclapper. Beneath that was a picture, a male drider, in a crown, smacking like 8 asses at once, with all his nasty-ass limbs. A drider is a Spider-Man, for those uninitiated. Then, the reward. 420,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
Has been crossed out, and scribbled next to it says, or a couple dozen cool rocks I found.
Fucking sweet, I love the fuck out of cool rocks and murder. This is such a good job.
Yeah.
Yelled Stonesy into the night. He then stopped in his tracks, as if struck by a moment of intense profundity. Grabbing up a new diary rock from the road, he quickly scribbled down, Dear Rock, I think this power is starting to go to my head. Definitely think about the path I'm on, and decide what would be the right thing. Once he was done writing, Stonesy throws the rock onto the ground, climbs onto the turnbuckle, and does a flying headbutt onto it so hard it'd make you Chris Benoit say, My fucking head hurts so bad and the voices are telling me to do some dark shit, man.
Oh my god.
Then the rock became dust.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, that's pretty fucked up.
Oh my god.
Regardless, by now Stonesy was well on his way to his destination.
Oh my god.
So I told you before we started the story that I wrote perhaps my roughest joke ever.
Yep.
That was that.
It's awesome.
I'm really carrying on the make you blank say. That was a strong one. I'm sorry if any... I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
I want to apologize for my joke. That was funny as fuck. So yeah, the rock became dust. Regardless, by now, Stonesy was well on his way to his destination. The Spider King had been exiled to the marshes of Reem for clapping the cheeks of each one of his council members' spouses. What a nasty-ass spider horn dog. Mad props, though. Real bisexual icon. Yeah, he claps cheeks indiscriminately.
Yeah. White cheek, black cheek, lady cheek, spider cheek.
Yeah, probably
tree
best
cheek.
to stay away from the cheeks of your council members' spouses, though, because that will get you exiled.
Yes.
As he learned. And now somebody, Stonesy, is trying to assassinate him for some rocks.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
That's living the grind.
Yeah. I mean, we're all just trying to get that bread. We're trying to get that rock, whatever.
Trying to get that toilet paper.
Trying to get that toilet paper. Stonesy had been to Reem a couple times prior to visit his cousin, so he knew the area pretty well. And he didn't mind the cum puddle's trademark smell, due to his nose being a rock. Yet, as he came upon the marsh, even he couldn't help but recoil. A flaming strip had been burned in the swamp, causing the effluvia rising off the jizzy cesspool to be much more potent than normal. But Stonesy marched on, despite the smell, being akin to setting a teenage boy's trash can on fire.
Oh, yeah.
You know the one.
I know the one.
Beside his bed, or under his desk, it's just full of tissues, even though he doesn't have a cold or allergies. Yeah, that trash can.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. Ew. Oh.
Full of Lucky Socks.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been here before, so like he smelled the cum puddle, but the cum puddle's pretty stanky.
Yeah.
Honestly, like when we were coming in here, I noticed it was pretty fucking stanky.
Yeah,
A little worse than usual.
I'm not gonna lie, like, it has invaded my nostrils, and,
Yeah. That's probably Croc's fault. I'm gonna blame Croc for that.
I don't want to blame anybody here. They're all way bigger than me.
Yeah.
Maybe my cousin can help me do this murder. You know what they say. You can always trust your weird cousin who lives in a cub swamp to help you commit murder for rocks.
Yes, you can.
This wasn't actually a saying, but clearly Stonesy was going through some shit. So I'll let it slide. Clearly having a tough time. But I mean, you know, we're using our story magic to tell this story. Maybe he'll feel a little bit better after. His cousin, Jedediah Limeston Jr., lived in a small hut near the center of the marsh, and Stonesy found him there on his porch, smoking coal out of a pipe.
Howdy, cousin. What bring you out here now?
Drawled the overall-wearing, slack-jawed rock man.
Oh, just here to do a murder for pay, and thought I'd stop by.
Well, shoo, cuz. What lucky some bitch gonna get today?
Some Spider King named Ass Clapper. You know him?
Well, hell, cuz. Oh, hell. Just tarnation is all. Mutters the cleft-palated product of rocky incest.
What is rock incest?
Well, I mean, Jedediah Limeston Jr. is, he's not good. He's not looking that good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh no. He just
Yeah.
like that was his arm, wasn't it?
Slack jaw, cleft palate. He's yeah.
Spit it out, cousin. What is it?
Well, shit is all. Butter my butt, call me a biscuit. Boil me and call me a crawfish. Oh heck, that gargoyle fella turned his pillar into a cool dick slanging truck, and went down and run over that spider while he was BDing some GP.
Oh shit.
Junior couldn't meet Stonesy's eyes. Our rocky assassin was stunned. Had he wasted an entire afternoon coming out to the swamp? He needed a drink. So he went to the Black Cat Cauldron. Wait, so you're telling me you're just bummed out because you didn't get to kill a guy?
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think we should go back to our table. We should leave this guy alone, maybe.
So you can have the rest of my drink.
Yeah. Make sure you liking those rocks, buddy? How is he drinking them? He's just drinking those rocks.
You have yourself an amazing night,
Yeah,
sir.
we're gonna say Finn here. Finn, good story though. Thanks, Stonesy. You have a good night.
Hey, bud. Yeah, just keep hope alive.
I'm sorry about that, man. Like, you know, I really should have come with a story prepared instead of that. I mean, that was quite. I mean, I thought I knew him. Like, he's Stonesy, right?
Yeah. Oh, damn. You know what? I just want to clarify one thing here.
Yeah.
BD and some GP? We talking balls deep in some ghost puss?
Yeah, balls deep in ghost pussy.
You know, I feel for him.
Yeah, rest in peace, ass clapper though. I mean, getting run over by a cool dick slinging monster truck while your balls deep in ghost pussy is the way to go.
Yeah, dude.
You know, I really thought that story was going to be about an assassination, but turns out it was just about manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter.
Here's the thing, a lot of stories just end up being that way, and you know, we didn't know that. Honestly, I thought that this story was gonna be something that happened to him last week, because you know, divination is so different like that, especially for story wizards.
Yeah, no, that one. I mean, I've never had that happen before, certainly, but yeah, no, I guess he just came in here a while ago. Shit, that was a very recent story, pretty recent. I guess that explains the smell.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, just letting them. I wanted to let them know. It's like the gold could buy more than that of rocks.
Yeah, but I mean, those are particularly like a couple dozen really cool rocks that the guy had found. And if the guy is putting up a bounty for a king killing, I bet he could find some pretty cool rocks.
Yeah, dude, these things are probably sweet ass rocks.
Unless he's just trying to swindle Stonesy. Nah, who would try and do that? Who would try and swindle Stonesy?
I don't want to do that to Stonesy.
Oh well. Well, I hope you liked that story. Anyways, it was pretty
story.
fun. You know, it was pretty fun. I got to play with it a little bit, which is good. You know, we gotta make sure that the stories stay fresh, stay a Yeah.
I really hope that Stonesy gets himself out of this funk.
Yeah, me too. I hope he starts treating women better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
If you smoke in your cave, let her smoke. Like, I mean, you don't have to. She's got to wait outside for a cab like that.
you can just to clarify. He rolled himself a blunt.
Yeah.
So if she wanted to smoke some tobacco, I can understand saying no to that.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. But like, I think it's pretty clear what his like. He smokes in his cave.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
absolutely does.
And like, you don't have to call her a cab. You don't have to pay for her fare. But like, it would be the kind thing to do.
Or even just, be kind afterwards.
Yeah, no.
Even offer the choice to like hang out.
Although I did appreciate that after he finished, he just said you're welcome. Because that's how you do it. You're welcome.
It's so much better than the standard I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I've been going with recently. It doesn't work very well.
No.
I'm sorry.
Well, they do feel like I was sorry, so there's that.
Yeah, I believe that. I really do believe that. It seems sincere when you say it.
Oh, absolutely. Everything I say is sincere, and I've never once made up anything in my life. Okay, Mackenzie, so are you ready to hear my fiction story?
Yes, your completely fictional story
that I have completely made up?
Yes.
I don't have a title for my story.
Would you like me to give it a title?
Yes.
The title of this one is the concert that never ended.
The concert that never ended.
Yeah.
Way of the fist.
Way of the fist.
Valiune is a dick-slinging, flexing at yourself in the mirror buff-ass realm.
Goddamn.
But even a buff-as-fuck dick-slinging flexers don't always want to go and hunt for their food. And because of that, the guilds of Typhoth exist. And thankfully, to supply and demand capitalism, they will always exist.
Yeah, unless the market crashes. But what are the chances of that happening? There has to be like a plague.
It absolutely would never happen.
Yeah.
We start our story zooming into a forest as our protagonist, marching down a walking path. His pudgy halfling form reaching the end of the trail and continuing off the path, arriving at a small clearing in the trees. Step into the clearing as the sun illuminates a sheer drop of a mountaintop, and this halfling figure, with his alarmingly red beard and his eye patch made out of one large scale, clad in leather armor with so many buckles that it looked as if it was made by sewing together some belts. Wait, it was? Oh, is it still like an edgy thing, or is it like a utilitarian thing? Fuck it, whatever. With a dagger.
So he's like Final Fantasy X halfling. Okay.
Yeah, like
lots
Lulu.
of belts.
With the dagger at his hip and a fishing pole in his hands. Bobby Bobble Tosser would pop the squad on a tree trunk and unbuckled his tackle box from his chest, cracking a cask of Guinness.
Yeah, what's up? What's his name?
Bobby Bobble Tosser.
Bobby Bobble Tosser. That's so good for a fisherman.
Right?
He's tossing that bobble out there, and he's drinking Guinness?
Yeah, he is.
Did you say he cracked the top off of it?
Cracked a cask.
Cracked the cask? Damn, that's a lot for a halfling.
Tons.
Yeah, also, I have to say, he kind of seems like a bad boy, because he was marching down the walking path. Like, that's for walking, not marching.
Here's the thing. When he's a halfling.
Oh, yeah.
So everything that he's got, like, he's just got thing of belts on his
He's
body.
pretty stacked. I have to imagine he's just very rigid. Like, the belts really support his posture.
I would like to think so. Oh, my golly gosh, isn't this gorgeous? Tickle me pink on me off the rails today. Bobby lifted up his rod and spit, launching a maggot he stored in his lower lip right onto his hook, and he cast it out with his hook down the mountain into the small ravine below.
Ew, he just had a maggot in his lip?
Yeah, he did.
Ew! That doesn't belong there. You know what belongs in your lip?
What?
I'm going to take an aside here. We're not sponsored by Skull.
Oh, what are we sponsored by?
Today, it's Copenhagen.
Copenhagen wintergreen for when you want to chew something and you're a man.
Yeah, or the Skull Champions. I mean, the Copenhagen Champions. Regular Copenhagen.
Copenhagen snuff for
long
when I want to
cut plug. Just chew a plug of it.
I like snooze, so that way I like to feel sand gritting against my teeth.
True fact. If you take a maggot and you pack it into your lip surrounded by Copenhagen and then spit it onto your hook, you will catch fish and give all the fish in the lake cancer and catch all the fish.
Yeah, because they'll all want your maggots.
Yeah, they'll all want your cancer maggots. Because if there's one thing we've learned from capitalism, it's people love dangerous stuff that gives them cancer.
Yeah, no doubt. People love wanting to get cancer, and everything according to California gives you cancer.
Everything, the water water definitely gives you cancer. But please, he's fishing. He's what did he say he was? He was
about to say, "Well, I sure do, Hickety. I can hope that the hover herring are hungry today. Those little snappers will be spawning soon, and boy howdy, the missus and I would sure mightily appreciate a hefty harvest this year." After about 40 minutes and
like
2
a newfie.
beers, he's a weird halfling thing, man. I can't imagine that the belts are helping his voice too much.
After like newfies are kind of weird halfling things.
Yeah,
I love you, newfies.
love you. After about 40 minutes and 2 beers later, because that's how fishing works. Not even a nibble. Oh darn, maybe my bait's gone. As he tugged his pole to replace the bait, just as he did, he hit a snag. Gotcha, you glidey gubby. I'm gearing up to get seared up.
Gearing up to get seared up?
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
As Bobby fought with his line for what felt like the better part of Pull Me Under by Dream Theater, he finally tugged his line hard
long
enough.
as fuck.
Yeah, it is. His line hard enough that the bobber blasted to the sky. Bobby was so excited about his catch as he looked up to see his adversary. There was nothing there. Oh my goodness. Please don't tell me it's a ghost fish.
Oh my god.
Pulling his hook close to put another maggot on the line as he was peppered with light strands of silk. Oh, dare assault my keep! Oh, heck, it was a ghost fish, wasn't it? No, I am not a ghost, you simpleton. I am Scuttly Wuds, the ruler of Revstrosa. Bobby's eyes slowly made their way down to his shoulder where a spider had rested. If you do not release me immediately, you barbarian, I promise you, my men will Bobby slapped the spider and flicked it off with his hands. Oh no, I don't think so, Mr. Spider. In a flash, a legacy lost. The smashed corpse of Lord Scuddlywoods drifted back down the cliffside from which he was torn from. Bobby, quite wobbly, spit a gob onto his bobble and cast the line as he cracked his cask and practiced his, quote, freestyles, which was...
I mean, that was pretty close to a freestyle right there.
Which he just meant he would slur and make sounds saying, mumble prose is the path to easy gold. I'm sorry, can I say this one to you one more time?
Yes, please.
Bobby, quite wobbly, spit a gob onto his bobble as he cast a line and cracked a cask as he practiced his freestyle.
And here he is saying that mumble prose is the way to easy gold.
Seriously, though.
Yeah, come on. You know, if they don't know what you're saying, they're not gonna... Well, you know what? Lil Xan, I know what he's saying, and I still don't like him.
I know what he's saying. I don't think it means anything.
It's very, very coherent.
Bobby tried to stand up and take a pee as he stumbled back and tripped as he rolled right down the hill. Bobby almost instantaneously vomited, arms flailing wildly and unable to slow himself, and crashing into a tree, causing him to fall unconscious.
What'll happen if you slam a couple of casks of Guinness?
And pee yourself.
Yeah.
Several hours later, Bobby woke up with a tickle in his ear, and his cheek, and taint, and as everywhere else on his body, as he was covered in spiders.
Oh, heck.
We will kill you, assassin, for Lord Scuddlywoods! As the spider entered his mouth, his nose, and his pee hole, as well as every other orifice that they could.
God. This poor fisherman.
Screamed Bobby as he stood and ran right off the cliff, swatting non-stop as he plummeted down, trying to get every spider off of him like he was doing the Macarena as fast as you could. And then, just as abruptly, smash! He fell right into the lake. And then suddenly, black. Shots of Bobby sinking farther into the lake, the last of his breath bubbling from his lungs. then a shadow,
Ooh, I can see this.
then air.
Picture a mind picture for me.
Bobby trying to stand and stumbling backwards, bumping into something, and then blackness once more. The next morning, Bobby awoke on the cliffside, a little hard of breathing but alive. He could still feel the rumblings of spiders in his pee hole, but he managed to stand up and look around for his fishing rod, limping towards it just to be able to get a firm grasp on it, and as he attempts to lift it off of its stand, but to no avail. Bobby was flabbergasted as he looked down the cliff where the fishing rod had been laying right on something. Sorry.
Yeah, no, take your time.
He looked down the cliff and there was something on his line, but definitely not what he would expect to see. A griffin, tangled and hung up on his line. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Bobby, in a panic, grabbed his dagger and cut the line in hopes to get out of here as fast as possible. I think I should be a baker. Firm thuds as the body meets the side of the cliff and then the ground. Bobby staring down to see if anything was there. But just as he did, his curiosity was met with a few firm pokes on his shoulder. As he turned around, his eyes were met equal level by another, much larger griffin. Cut to black. The end.
Oh my goodness. He still had spiders in his pee hole.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, how are you gonna... You just pee them out? I mean, I think I would be peeing right there if I just cut a griffin down and then there was a bigger griffin behind me. Like, that's probably a mama griffin or something.
Yeah.
God, he really should have been a baker.
Also, that griffin is the thing that saved him from the lake.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was not stated, but if this was a screenplay, the griffin pulled him out of the water. He tried to stand up, tilted backwards, hit the griffin. The griffin fell down, got tangled in the webs, and died.
Damn. That's dark.
Yeah.
What a dark story. What a strange adventure fisherman with his scale eye patch. What a Mr. Bobble Tosser here is fucking... He goes hard.
He tries to go hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, fucking life went hard on him.
Yeah, today was a bad day for him.
Oh, man. But, I mean, you probably don't get a lot of good days if your name is Bobble Tosser.
It's true. Also, really meant to be a fisherman.
Yeah, really, like, it's probably a clan thing, you know? I mean, halflings, right?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a great time. That was a great story.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed your story too, Mac.
Yeah, but, you know, we should probably get out of this bar, because Stonesy's been gripping his murder rock, and the bar wizard's been making me real uncomfortable. He's been trying to rob you. He's mugged you 3 more times since we've been here.
Yeah. See, I was wondering what happened to all of my clothes, and I gave my drink to Stonesy.
Yeah, you really came out sore on this one. You know, you want to come back to my place? We can just like chill for a bit, maybe.
I would like that.
We can do a podcast or something if you want.
Dude, I'd love to do a podcast. So now I didn't have any watches when I came in here, but I currently have 2. Is this like a bartering system?
You know, those are probably you're probably marked for something. Yeah, you want to take those off before you go outside because that's how they know.
You want some watches?
Yeah, I'll take those. Yeah, I think they use this for like they're gonna molest someone. They'll look for these. They'll look for these
I don't want to get molested.
Oh yeah, well I'm a story wizard, so I mean it'll be something to say at least. Anyways,
before we do head out, what are do we have any extra prompts for next?
Oh, prompts for next time. Do we each want to come up with a prompt and say it at the same time?
Yeah, give me
if
5
you want,
seconds.
I can say our socials first.
Yeah, while you're doing that.
Yeah, we're on Facebook at Fiction Friends, and we're also on Instagram at Fiction Friends Pod. You follow us there. We link to our things whenever we post a new episode. We've had some really excellent art on on at least one prior episode that I really appreciated getting from one of my friends, as well as the banner that we have for our socials is a wonderfully commissioned piece of art that we've gotten from a friend of ours as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So if anybody is listening to this and wants to draw a picture for us, hey, it might end up as episode art or posted on a social if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah.
You look ready to give me a prompt.
I feel ready to give you a prompt.
Are you ready?
I am.
On 3?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mandolins.
Rogues. Say mandolin.
Yeah, mandolins.
Okay. I'm in.
Rogues and mandolins.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's going to be a bard story for me next time.
Ooh, I like
I'm
the sound
excited
of
to
that.
bring you a bard's tale.
A bard's tale?
I know a
This
few...
was kind of a bard's tale.
Yeah,
Is a bard a story wizard?
Well, I mean, this is more a bard's tale, as in it's about a bard, I think.
Ah, yes.
You know, I've met some bards, and they're a little trickier than story wizards. Yeah, I'm a learned man. Bards, they're always just trying to stick their dick in things.
Yes.
You know, I don't condone that.
This bard is trying to get up on me right now.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, my God, he's playing the piccolo
I have
right
so
here.
many more watches on me.
Do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do. Can you see me coming? No. If you can't see coming now. Yes, oh, it's a fiction, friends. Go, brown, bring a friend. We're gonna bring a story to the very end. Whether we read or write.
Whether we tell a story from the internet or from our minds, it's gonna be our fiction friends.
Oh shit, that wasn't it.